Welcome to the Sorby Pro Edge Sharpening System series. Welcome to my channel. In this episode I'm going to be talking about the jigs that come with the Sorby Pro Edge sharpening system. So I'd just like to say I'm really sorry this has taken a bit of time between the first episode to this episode coming out. Unfortunately, home life and work life have all got in the way, so I haven't been able to carry on with this series as quick as I like to. But hopefully now everything's all go and we'll get out some videos on this series fairly quickly. So here I have laid out all the attachments that I received with the Pro Edge Deluxe version of the sharpening system. So you've got the skew jig, you've got the roughing gouge, let me have a look. The standard gouge jig. You have the short fingernail grind jig, which holds the fingernail profiler. This is just the Allen key for moving the belt mechanism to from 90 degrees over. You have the grinding platform. This is the standard grinding platform. Then you have two Tommy bars to set the belt so it's running perfectly true. Now one thing that with all these, with the deluxe version, because you get the fingernail profiler, one thing that's quite important is setting the distance from your tip of your gouge to the grinding surface. Unfortunately, you have to buy a separate piece for that, and I will just find it in the book for you. Here we go, it's down the bottom here. This is the Pro set. Now this gives you the right distance. So I didn't get that because it comes as an optional extra, which seems a little bit stingy for me. If you've got this, then you need that, so you've got to buy it. Unless, like me, you're really cheeky and you message someone, i.e. John Clovier, who you know that has got one of these Pro set jigs, and you ask them to measure the distances on the actual Pro set jig. So then you can do what I've done, and I'll just show you. Yeah, so I asked John to measure from this edge to where the little tab is on the Pro set, and then very kindly he measured them and gave me all the measurements. So that's when I just cut up a load of blocks, measured from the front of the table to there and to there, stuck them down with a bit of hot glue, put all the numbers on so I know which they correspond to, and they work brilliantly. So if you know someone that has got one of these and has got the Pro set and you don't really want to fork out £12 just for a piece of sheet metal with, and you can get the dimensions on it, then just do it. They'll be more than happy to help, I'm sure. So that's the standard set that you get with the Sorby Pro Edge. There are a lot of other extras you can get which I haven't got, and here, as you can see down this left hand side, are all the extras that you can get. So I've got the skew jig, I've got the fingernail profile, I've got the standard gouge jig. I haven't got the woodworking chisel jig. Now that woodworking chisel jig, we don't really need it, to be quite honest, because if you've got one of these which has got a nice square edge, because I've checked it on here, you can just lay that on there, put your chisel, and I will get one, put your chisel upside down like so, and then you can move that up and you can move them both across, as long as you keep that nicely square against that edge. That's all you need the chisel jig for. It's just to keep it square on the platform. So there isn't much to it. So if you don't want to fork out another few quid for the woodworking chisel jig, you can just use this one. The wheel arbor and all the honing guides and stuff like that for where we got the honing paste and the honing wheel which go on there. I haven't got any of those. Knife sharpening jigs, so if you need to do some knife sharpening, obviously you can get those for it. The long grind jig, that is an extra long one of these. It's got an extra 2 holes in the end, so you can get a longer grind on your fingernail jig, on your fingernail gouge. The Pro Set, that is what I've just been talking about. And then down this side you've got all your belts that you can purchase. So that's all the extras. Let's see if we can see some pictures of what I've just been talking about. Okay. Just explains. So you can get, which isn't on the back there, you can get jigs that hold so if you've got the diamond belt on for your machine, or if you're going to get a diamond belt and you really want it, and you've got carbide cutters and you're just throwing them away when they get a bit dull, you can buy this jig, buy the diamond jig, and then you can resharpen them with these with this jig, which is quite cool if you've got carbide cutters. So here on this side you got your arbor to go on the bottom wheel, so you can put your mop in, your mops, and your leather belts and mandrels. So there you go, that's the long grind jig as well. And then obviously your Pro Set that I've discussed before. So as well as that, this platform, as you can see, you can unscrew this platform, and there is a smaller, a not so wide platform. Basically it's this width all across. You can still use it with your jigs, because you still got this edge and you can push your jigs up against it, like your gouge grinding jig and your skew jig. But this is much thinner, so you can get smaller length tools, chisels and things like that up against the thing, up against the belt. So that's another extra you can purchase if you need it. So this is the fingernail jig. Holds your bowl gouge. Just a quick demonstration on how it works. You just unwind that so you can get it, your bowl gouge in. So you just slide it in. Now you need to push this up against the Pro Set. Just tighten this down a little bit, making sure it's square. And as you can see in there, the bar the brass bar goes across the top of the groove. Once you've pushed it up there and it's all set, just tighten that down, and then it goes into the little holder there, which goes on the bar in front of the belt. So that's how that works. I will get some pictures and put up of the knife grinding jigs that hold the knife on it. There isn't any pictures of those in the book, and in my upcoming videos I'll be showing you how all these work on the machine. So that's the quick video of all the jigs that come in the deluxe version of the Pro Edge. So I'd like to say thank you for watching, and see you in the next video for the Sorby Pro Edge.